good man is rarely appreciated while he's there.
Yeah.
A good man is rarely appreciated while he's there. And in most cases, another way to say that is a good man is most appreciated once he's gone. So a lot of times we could be there, we can be present, we can be doing all the things, and we could be pouring into everybody's cup. We could be the man, and you may not necessarily feel like everybody gets it and everybody fully appreciates you being there. Um, I equate it to being like the pillar of a high rise. You don't decorate the pillar of a building. It's just there holding up space, is there holding up the building, it's there holding up the skyscraper. But it's probably just gray and just painted and it's just kind of off in the corner or in the middle of the room doing its thing. But if something were to happen to that pillar, then that's when you have skyscrapers come crashing to the ground. So us as men, it's great if we get appreciated and all those kinds of things, especially Father's Day. And I mean, it's great when those things happen. And I'm not saying, I'm not just cynical and saying, don't expect it to, but or it won't. I'm just saying, if it doesn't, you just gotta understand um, that the role that you're filling is a role that's vitally important, but often not overlooked. Kind of like oxygen in the air. When you ain't got it, all of a sudden you can't breathe.
And my perspective on that, I mean, especially from the outside looking in and having all my friends having kids and being fathers and being married and divorced and whatnot, is that it almost seems like nowadays, especially if you're a good man doing your job, you're probably gonna get hate for it. And these are the things we're gonna do. And it's not until after the fact, like to your point, Kirk, that they go, "Oh, Dad was right." They're gonna fight you the whole way.
And they're about 20 months apart, and each of them ended up having the as I refer to it, a come to Jesus conversation with me at the
Mhm.
age of 17, where I basically said, I think it's time for you to go live with your mother, because the conversation was, you might be a man, but you're not the man. And afterwards I went upstairs, curled into a fetal position, and cried my eyes out, but it had to be done. And to a bunch of men, fathers out there, I would say, hey, be men.
And that's the whole core of all of this, man. Why it's so important to have other men in your life, whether they're fathers or sons or brothers or whatever. But to have other men in your life is vitally important, man, because we need each other for all of these things, man.